everyone. The main object of our group's research today is Apple Incorporated. Apple is a high-tech company in the United States, and its soul is Steve Jobs. As of 2014, Apple has become the world's largest company by market value for 3 consecutive years. It ranked ninth in the 2016 World Top 500 rankings, ranked ninth the world's top 500 in 2017, ranked third in the 2018 World Top 500 brands. In 2019, it was selected as the November 1 on the Fortune Global 500 and Forbes Global Digital Economy 100. In fact, Apple's popularity in the world is obvious. Everyone here must be familiar with it and maybe own more than one Apple product. However, with its brilliant development, there are so many scandals. For example, in 2014, Apple was filed a class action lawsuit for failing to provide employees with normal lunchtime, rest time, and final salary payment. In 2018, Australia believed that Apple was fined a $9 million by the Australian Federal Court for misleading Australian consumers. My partner will discuss Apple's diagnosis, designs, and evaluations in detail. Next is my partner Wan Qing. She will show more details about Apple's diagnosis.
Okay, let's talk about the section of diagnosis. The first part of diagnosis is introducing what theory we would like to apply. The theory we use is the completing values of framework. It's better for us to use this theory to analyze the company called Apple. There are 4 anchors in this theory, which include claim, accuracy, hierarchy, and market. The reason why today we mainly talk about the accuracy culture is that the organization cultures of Apple meet accuracy culture. According to Cameron 2019, when it comes to the accuracy culture, it concentrates on the dealing with innovation, creativity, articulating future vision, transformation, change, or entrepreneurship. There are some advantages in terms of the organizations of the company. One of the advantages is a unique innovation. To be more specific, the company's ability to compete successfully depends heavily on its ability to ensure a continuing and timely introduction of innovative new products, services, and technology to the marketplace. It's unique in that it designs and develops nearly the entire solution for its products, including the hardware, operating system, numerous software applications, and related services. Another advantage is the intangible assets. The company currently holds a significant number of patents, trademarks, and copyrights, and has registered and applied to register numerous patents and trademarks and copyrights.
The advocacy culture that a company has, however, would bring some drawbacks. For example, the Apple company already focuses on innovating and upgrading products. Apple constantly upgrades their products, especially in the case of gadgets like phones and laptops. So product life cycle becomes shorter and shorter, and products quickly become obsolete. And the latest model doesn't offer any more functionality than people have already got. From customers' perspective, Apple products are not must-have items anymore, which means that they are prone to hand Apple electronic devices longer to justify their higher purchase. The second point is that a majority of component suppliers, manufacturing and assembly, as well as outsourcing services partners, are located outside the US, especially in some Asian countries. As a result, the company's operations and performance depend significantly on global and regional economic conditions, and changes local policy, shipment, etc. This would lead to vulnerability and uncertainty about sustainability of Apple's products or services. Meanwhile, global market for the company's products and services are highly competitive. There are some strong competitors in the market, such as Huawei, Samsung, Sony, Dell, and so forth. Besides, an increasing number of people are prone to use Android as their mobile operating system. Some competitors aggressively cut prices and lower product margins. Some of them have very low cost structures, and some competitors even imitate the Apple's company's products, features and applications and so on. So many customers are likely to choose mobile phones with lower prices when the phones have similar functionality or appearance. Therefore, I suppose the company may be unable to compete effectively in this market.
In the previous part, Tianyu and Wanqing have already diagnosed some of the problems that Apple incorporated in recent years, and next I would like to talk about how to design an appropriate process to solve the change management strategy. Under the competing value framework, Apple can be classified as an enterprise with an adhocracy culture. This kind of company don't rely on the centralized power of authoritative relationships. Their employees are encouraged to take risks, think outside the box, and experiment with a new way of getting things done. The good point is that taking innovation as a core value of the entrepreneurs in the workplace can lead the development of the entire industry and establish customer spending habits. However, the disadvantage is that in today's challenge market, the adhocracy culture can no longer meet Apple's needs. This kind of leadership still will make the enterprise take significant risks, and there will be a failure. Therefore, it is recommended that companies make changes, which has nothing to do with the size of the enterprise, just for continue survive. Due to the strong external competition, such as Samsung and Huawei, Apple's market share continued to decline. This shows that products do not meet the current customer needs. It is recommended that Apple transform into clan culture. By doing this, employees and managers have common value and goals, and the company is filled with a collective atmosphere. When the needs of the employee in the first place, they will enhance the company's productivity. Maintain their own growth in the competitive era is essential. Next, I would like to invite Jiachen to talk about implementation in the real-world situations.
A typical example of the implementation of the change management is Apple company use quarter 8-step change model. The first step is Apple company will take action to form a semi-autonomous team that has the ability to hire and fire their own members, and employees were encouraged to participate in determining how things would get done. The company implements job rotation system. Apple has designed a series of problems, such as clear rotation time, evaluation criteria, and rotation risk assessment. The second step is that the Apple company holds regular meetings to evaluate each product during the design phase. This means that the management team review and modify each Apple product at least every 2 weeks to get the team to take this design approach more seriously. The third step is that the Apple company determined are required to hold group building activities frequently, and employees can bring their family to such activities. Apple company also holds an annual meeting at which employees are rewarded for improved performance or contribution during the year. Apple needs to celebrate small achievements to let every employee know that the effort is paying off and to motivate them. The fourth step is that the leaders should lead by example and participate in the daily life of employees. They listen to the opinions of employees instead of blatantly leading. The company creates a more balanced work environment for employees, making sure they are less stressed and have fun at work. Under this leadership, employees are free to perform their duties and contribute to key decisions. The final step is that Apple company created its own reporting structure that allows teams to report directly to executive team. Next, evaluation part will be introduced by Mary.
Thanks for Jiachen. Now I'm going to give you the next part, which is the evaluation ways for those 4 steps Jiachen Wu has mentioned. To make sure all the implementation steps are going to the right way and at the same time is good enough to get sustained, the evaluation part can also be divided into 2 parts, internal and external. From the point of internal, first I would like to give you a clear picture of the evaluation process. In fact, the short-term goal of the establish the extra semi-autonomous team is to evaluate time by time if all the resources are allocated well and improve synergy across different departments. Therefore, like what Peter has gave, semi-autonomous team is responsible for evaluating if step 2 to 4 are going well. For step 2, regular product evaluating meeting. Semi-autonomous team need to record the meeting details, like what kind of innovation has been created, what results they get from the meeting. Then, semi-autonomous team need to evaluate whether the meetings are effective or if the meetings are too fast or too slow. Then, combine with the feedbacks of meetings participation. Semi-autonomous team give the adjustment suggestions. For step 3, group building activities. Semi-autonomous team responsibilities are also record all the relevant meeting information, evaluate if it is frequent enough to have the activities. In this stage, semi-autonomous team record every individual's performance according to the reward and punishment system and implement their firepower. This can ensure the quality of the innovation part in Apple. For stage 4, semi-autonomous team record if all the leaders doing their responsibilities. Semi-autonomous team can collect information from individuals and give adjustment suggestions to leaders. Semi-autonomous team is not overriding on the other departments, but for effective transformation from the autocracy culture to clean culture. From the external part, companies are supposed to pay attention to their company data like market share, sales revenues, cash flow to evaluate if there is a positive change to current market. Now I have done giving my part, and Chen Xue Wang will continue to give you the conclusion.
Thanks for Mary. Based on the competing values framework, we recognized that Apple Company has the autocracy culture, and this organizational culture brings about both advantages and disadvantages to Apple Company. In the design part, we used the competing value model to identify the change management strategy and hope through our model we can give Apple some good advice. Now our presentation is end. If you have any questions about it, please let us know. Thanks.